All right, so Seattle. We do have the weekly strat and, of course, the player upgrades. But yeah, the big question now, 2 games left in this season. We will know very, very soon, where our draft picks will be, and we'll be at the off season and figure out where we get to go and how this off season is going to play out. We should have a lot of cap space in free agency. Rodgers did retire at the end of season 1. Yes. He is more fulfilled playing doctor on podcasts than he is as a football player, so he retired. So we keep what we have. The one good pick in the top 5 is a good thing. Well, it is, but it isn't, because the trade value of those other picks to then trade down would be insane. You know, we'd be able to continually pick hoard, essentially. Like I said, we didn't really put our any limitations on this, given that the next one that we do is going to be super limitation heavy. Greg Bullard. I was hoping for a breakout moment for you this year, sir. You got the very prestigious number 24. Got to make the most of it, sir. Marquise Hayes is just a filler player. All right, Seattle. We're hoping for a loss here in our penultimate game of the season. Come on, give us an L. Yeah, 33-14 as we wrap up the season. Unfortunately, I was going to say Seattle, and obviously Seattle beat us, but San Francisco also won to move to 6-10. But it's 8-8 Washington to wrap up the season. We got a couple of things going on. Nothing too crazy, though. Gav, thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate it. So we will see what the scenario is. Ryan Tannehill, the quarterback in Washington. Woof. Continuing the great trend of elite quarterbacks for the Commanders. Tanger jersey. I had a Gensel. I sold it a couple of months ago, but yeah, that's my one Penguins jersey at this point. I love that jersey. All right, let's see what we have for player upgrades. Is Sam Howell dead? I mean, I would hope so, because how the hell is Ryan Tannehill at a 71 overall starting over him? Hey, there we go. We got some good upgrades here. Kurt Slater. I think my superstar mode set to fail. Ohio State quarterback drafted by the Commanders. Oof. Well, hey, there you go. Kurt Slater up to an 80 overall, which is good. You know, the Buzz's girlfriend was played by the director's son. Crash, are you okay? Are you okay? All right, tight end Bryce Wells. It sucks that he missed time this season. Don't know if he would have had a shot at Rookie of the Year, but he definitely didn't. Home Alone. Yes, because why wouldn't we be talking about Home Alone? He's having a time, everybody. You said woof, and you immediately go to Home Alone? Crash falling off the wagon, Andrews. Here's the word woof, and immediately thinks Home Alone. Doesn't think dog. Just no, straight to Home Alone. Christmas in August, Crash Andrew. Oh, Brian Davenport gets recuperation. I mean, it's not bad, but that's not the ability you want to see someone get. Yeah, that could have been a lot better. It's a tough rule. RNGesus did not bless us on this occasion. Let's just get this shit over with. The boost for the week and everything. Let's get this crap over with for our final game of the season, where again, hopefully, we will lose. What stops the Commander? Stuffing the run. Stuffing the turkey. 75 or fewer rushing yards. Yeah, good luck with that. You'll find an idiot who wanted to MMA fight me. Crash, I am always down to MMA fight you. You know that. You and I, we're going to throw down. What is the key to there's no weaknesses. Just win the game. Yeah, there you go. which we probably won't. But hey, we might screw ourselves out of a better draft pick. So as it stands, final week of the season. When it comes to the draft picks, we have no shot at the number 1 pick. At best, it's 3, depending on what happens with the Jets. We have the Niners at 26th, and the Vikings all the way up in 20th. So, I will say the Niners and the Vikings are both significantly worse than expected this year, but they're not abysmal. And also us with 5 wins. Maybe not as abysmal as we could have been. The Chargers and Browns being that bad in Season 2 is shocking. Shocking. So, yeah, it won't be crazy in terms of the draft pick value this year. It'll still be very good. But let's see what happens. Hopefully we lose here. Try to secure a top 5 pick by losing to the football team. Hail to the football. We beat the football team. 6-11. Identical records with the 49ers in Season 2. Our first full season at the helm of the Cardinals. Again, 6-11. We'll take a look at the full season recap and everything that happened around the league before we get into the playoffs. Your defense didn't stymie the run. Boy, they sure didn't, Ted. We do get 1,000 XP for everybody, which is a nice little going away present for half of our team. Given that most of them are tragic and trash. Let's be honest, tragic and trash. That's a good way to put it. So getting the win against the defense of that caliber, blah 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 blah. It's just 1,000 XP is nice. All right, so 2,000 XP because we won that. Is that worth the trade-off of, worst draft position? I'm not sure, but that is what happened. We'll have to check the staff moves as well, see if anybody notable has been fired. Honestly, for the hell of it, let's go hands-on with these upgrades. It might take a while, though. Kareem Hunt, want to make sure that you are a scheme fit. He's got 1 year left on his deal. Hopefully we can trade him this year and not have a significant cap penalty for doing so. Kyler Murray, backup extraordinaire, goes up to an 82. Captain of the team, playing second fiddle to a rookie. Again, maybe his contract will get closer to being movable. Will Hernandez is leaving, but we'll still upgrade him because I'm not spiteful. And the AI would upgrade him anyway. Is there anybody that we actually care about? BJ Ojolari, we do care about. Again, keep making you better in terms of pass coverage, for the love of God. We need some linebackers that can help out in that regard. Gonna tank all the way to the Super Bowl. Are we? Are you that optimistic? Thought Kyler was better than that. Wasn't he like an 87 2 years ago? Madden can end up being pretty strict with their ratings, man. That's one thing I'll give them credit on, is that they're the people that make the rosters for them, they don't like legacy ratings. Like, they'll overrate some people, but man, if you've fallen off a cliff, they'll tell you so with the game ratings. Whereas there are other games, NHL's been guilty of it. The worst of it is F1. F1 has the worst ratings in any sports game. Like, man, if you were good 3 years ago, you're still good now in that game. Doesn't matter. It's pretty annoying, especially because you can't edit anything in F1. Otherwise, yes, I would be an F1 roster editor. Rest assured. Rest assured. So like I said, they will still overrate some people, but it's not nearly as bad as some of the other games. The Cowboys are a great example, yes. Staff moves, as we have $31 million in cap with all of our draft picks as well. Let's see. Kevin Stefanski has been fired. His entire staff was fired. But Kevin Stefanski's out, so is Todd Bowles, Brandon Staley, Robert Saleh, Riverboat Ron, and Demeco Ryans. Jesus. This was, that was a massacre in terms of staff moves. We are going to want to check the open market just to see if there are upgrades we can get on our staff. Let's go over to franchise staff and see if there's anything that we can do. Let's see. So for the moment, we can fire Dan Campbell because he's not providing us anything. Is there a defensive coordinator that's going to have better than 8? I doubt it, but I will check. Offensive coordinator, we do need an upgrade here. We do. So that's 2, 3 for Nick Gregory. 3 for Jimmy Barnes. Is there anybody who can provide? Ooh, +8 for Will Hudson off of his skill tree. Right now, it's looking like Will Hudson. Hello, Jay Gordon. That guy's a beast. Whew. +11 in terms of what he already has developed for the skill tree there. I can't imagine somebody's going to beat that. +11. Yeah, we have our new offensive coordinator for sure. We're saying hello to Jay Gordon, who was previously with Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco. He's the guy. Defensively, again, it's Darren Young. Millions of dollars, Darren Young. We gotta leave him there. I think we gotta leave him there on a +8. I can't imagine we'll get better than that. Yeah, Jay Gordon is that's a big improvement for us at OC. Big improvement. Made a running back and drafted to Tampa. Tampa's game plan is to only throw. I mean, that's why Jacoby Brissett ripped us apart. They knew he was coming a few years from now. All right, so now let's take a look at the final standings and such. Find out where our draft picks are going to be, and then take a look at the playoff bracket. Patriots at 14-3, the NFL's best. The Jets have the #1 pick this year. We finished 4th, as the Jets, Chargers, and Browns all finished with 4 wins. So we have the 4th pick, thanks to our own selection. The 6th pick, thanks to San Francisco. 7, 8, 9, and the 10th overall pick, thanks to the Minnesota. So 3 picks in the top 10. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Very happy with that. I actually just noticed that's right, we got the bonus for the new OC signing. So let's go back over to the talent tree. And again, offensive coordinator, I'm not too worried about right now. Player personnel, I can't be too worried about either. We are looking for those XP boosts. I also want those extra training slots. Now's a good time, I think, to start chipping away towards those. Maybe. Or do we go for the extra XP still? Let's go for those extra training slots, I'd say, the focus. Let's see, do we want to go with OC talents cost less or DC? Go OC. Obviously, we'll be able to keep going soon, but we get a couple of upgrades there, which is good for old Glendale. Imagine next year we'll have different playbooks, by the way, but we'll see. We'll see. So the playoff bracket, it is confirmed for Season 2. Said bracket is going to be in the AFC. We have the Bengals and Titans, Broncos and Chiefs, Jags and Bills, with the Patriots getting the bye. The NFC side is Atlanta and Chicago, Dallas, Philadelphia, LA and Carolina, with Green Bay getting the bye on the NFC side of things. Jordan Love is legit, apparently. Let's take a look here at the stats around the season. Stats around the season. Stats around the league for the season. Get caught reading the news feed there. Let's see what we got. Take a look at our boys first. So Kurt, 23-23. Kyler went 0-4 due to no fault of anyone's except for his. Almost 4,000 yards for Kurt, but yeah, quite a few picks. Rushing wise, 700 yards, 8 touchdowns for Kareem. Slater had almost 500 yards on his own with 1 rushing touchdown. Patterson and Connor got a couple of touchdowns in there as well. Kyler Murray with a rushing touchdown on his only attempt of the season. Hollywood Brown was our top target in terms of receptions and total yards, touchdowns as well, with 6. Rondale only had 3 touchdowns. And only 1 for the rookie in Bryce Wells. Not ideal. Blocking-wise. 3 players in double digits. Sounds about right in terms of sacks allowed. Who had the most drops at wide receiver? I can't sort by that, unfortunately. Defensively, our tackle leader was Juwan Bentley, and it wasn't even close. Tackle for loss leader with 14 was Morgan Fox as a filler player. Sack leader was 7, Leonard Floyd. And our pick leader, we had 3 interceptions all season long. 2 of them were for Brian Davenport. 3 picks. Graham Gano went 12 of 21. Sir. 12 of 21? Oh my God. Gillikin punted 53 times. Around the league, again for season 2. Patrick Mahomes threw for over 5,000 yards. You had Dak, Burrow, Bryce Young, and Jared Goff with over 4,000. The touchdown leader with 40 was Dak. He went 40 and 6. You had Lamar at 34 and 5. Josh Allen at 33 and 4. Apparently Will Levis is the starter now in Tennessee. Desmond Ritter's the guy in Atlanta. Good to know. Pick leader, Jacoby Brissett and Kurt Slater with 23 each. Amazing. And of course, again, the Jets starter is now Jack Garrison, who was a rookie this year. Rushing wise, yardage king was Josh Jacobs. The touchdown king was Josh Jacobs with 20. In terms of receiving leaders, reception king was Cooper Kupp, one of just 4 guys with 100 receptions. Jefferson, Diggs, CeeDee Lamb were up there. Yardage leader was Cooper Kupp, as we would have seen. And the touchdown leader, Cooper Kupp. He is still as overpowered as ever in franchise. Most sacks allowed, DJ Humphries. Yep, that sounds about right. Way to go, DJ. Tackle leader, Shaq Thompson, by 1 over Patrick Queen, now in Indy. The sack leader with 18.5, Von Miller. Aaron Donald dropped off a bit. Got the Lucas Van Ness, who's up there for Green Bay. Pick leader with 6, Budda Baker, fresh off of trading him. Has an amazing season for the Pats and could win a Super Bowl. Architect, you handsome devil, 63 months. How are you, my friend? It's been a bit. I hope you're good. Big year for you and all Bills fans. Josh Allen on the cover. Kick leader, old Dick Webster. 21 of 26. That's the most field goals. Fair enough. So that is it for the Season 2 regular season. Question now is what happens in the playoffs and what happens once we move towards this offseason. It's a big offseason for us. Again, a lot of draft picks to work with. We have to nail this first round pick this year, though. I'll promise you that much. Let's take a look at how round 1 played out. The Bengals over the Titans, the Chiefs over the Broncos, and Jacksonville knocks out Buffalo. So it's New England, Kansas City, Cincy, and Jacksonville on the AFC side of things. The NFC side sees Atlanta over Chicago, Philly over Dallas, and LA over Carolina, setting up Packers, Eagles, Falcons, and Rams. The Bills continue to underperform in franchise mode this year. That's how they balance it out. They give you the cover, and then bad things happen. So I'm a Pats fan. I don't think they're going to do this year. Not well. Because I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised. That's my game plan as a Patriots fan now, is to expect the bare minimum, like 4 wins a year. And then if they win like 8 or 9 games, then I'm happy. As the Patriots beat the Chiefs, the Bengals over the Jags, the Packers get stomped by Philadelphia, and Atlanta survives Los Angeles. So it is New England and Cincy, Atlanta and Philadelphia. Your final 4 in season 2. Mac Jones going to win a Super Bowl. One can only hope. Let's find out who indeed is going to the Super Bowl in season 2. Again, San Francisco won it last year. The Super Bowl will be Cincinnati and Atlanta. Season 2. And the Atlanta Falcons with Desmond Ridder have made the Super Bowl. If the Bengals don't win this, man. If the Bengals don't win this, Cincinnati and Atlanta in the Super Bowl 2024. Pretty ridiculous. Pretty ridiculous. Pro Bowl roster, I don't typically check, but I clicked on it, so. Jordan Love's there. It's basically, hey, who are the highest rated players that aren't in the Super Bowls? Who wins up there? Compared to NHL, how often do we see upsets in the playoffs? I'd say about the same, right? What would I rather take? The Patriots dominate as they did, but the Canucks win the Cup in 2011, and the Bruins win as much as the Patriots did, but the Patriots sucked the entire millennium. Oh, Bruins, easily. Bruins have 5 more fucking rings, and then the Patriots, still having won as much as they've won, never win again in my lifetime? I'm gonna... Dude, if you tell me the Bruins would have won like 5 more fucking championships, but now, from this point on, the Patriots never win for the rest of my life, I've already seen them win, dude. I'm good. I'll allow the Patriots to suck for the rest of my life for a few more. I mean, the Patriots never won a Super Bowl. Well, that's not what you said, sir. That's not what you said. You don't get to change the question now. 1 question per. You blew it. You blew it. Boston wins everything. That's what the second means. That's not what it means, because that's not how you fucking spelled it. That's what it always meant. That's not how you spelled it, sir. You can argue with it all you want, but you typed what you typed. Use words better next time. How about that, Chief? How about that? How about your words good? Get dunked on. Get dunked on. Words better. Let's take a look at the yearly awards. Yeah, exactly. Now Boston sports fans get to see them both suck forever and ever. Amen. As Josh Allen wins the NFL MVP in 2024. Coach of the year, totally not Bill. Wins Coach of the Year. How come I wasn't up there? What's up with that? AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Josh Jacobs. Defensive Player of the Year, Von Miller. No surprise there. Your Offensive Rookie of the Year, Tremaine Brock in Cleveland. Fair enough. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Quentin Logan for the Patriots. That Corum Porter guy finished 3rd. He would have been a nice guy to end up with. Top quarterback, I mean, again, these awards are fucking pointless from here, but Josh Allen. Top running back, Josh Jacobs. Devontae Adams won top receiver. Taylor Lewan, top offensive lineman. Top defensive lineman, Von Miller. Top linebacker, Matt Judon. Defensive back, Budda Baker. Top kicker, Daniel Carson. Have I heard of the Football Game Retro Bowl? I have not. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Cooper Kupp. The Defensive Player of the Year is Aaron Donald. No surprises so far. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Daniel Rivers. That is a bit of a surprise, as Kurt Slater finished 3rd and 7th for Bryce Wells. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Roman Boss in Chicago. We did have Brian Davenport finish 7th and Ellington 10th. And then screw the other ones. It's only the big ones that we care about here. So the question is, 2024 Super Bowl 59. Who is winning the Soupity Boopity? I imagine it would be Joe Burrow. Imagine if it's Atlanta. Imagine for the entire millennium. But yeah, you would presume he meant the entire rest of the millennium, sir. Anyway, the Bengals 42-14 win the Super Bowl. Poor Atlanta. One of these days. One of these days for Atlanta. It will happen. But not today, as Cincy finally wins their first Super Bowl, and Joe Burrow wins Super Bowl MVP. Fourth time was the charm for the Bengals. What tricky quarterback do you think will do the best? Who will do the worst? I'm gonna go with Anthony Richardson, doing the best, but also somehow the worst. Because I think he'll throw a lot of picks, but I good friend Crash Andrews is a Colts fan, and I want him to have something nice. Because he had the second best quarterback of all time in Peyton Manning. I want him to have something nice now, you know? Let him know what it's like to have the best quarterback in the league. So I want Anthony Richardson to develop. All right, the retirements in 2024. Any interesting ones? Cam Hayward, Taylor Lewan, Dietler, Tannehill's gone. Robbie Gould, Adam Thielen, not playing Gabbert. Von Miller's gone. Not Jamie Collins. Celtics did win, yes, in 2008. Only Boston sports team to not win anything in the past 20 years is the fucking New England Revolution, because they choke every time. Shout out to the MLS. Kyle Van Noy's gone. Oh man, all the ghosts of Patriots past. Kenyon Drake, Tavius Murray's gone. Nick Foles, speaking of ghosts of the Patriots past. Jesus Christ, Joe Flacco's gone. All right. I wouldn't say there was that instant, like, oh, Hall of Fame retirement. But, all right. So that is it for 2024. We'll have our player upgrades. This will be based, of course, on the practice squad. And honestly, I'm just going to upgrade, auto-update those 4 guys. It's not a big deal. It's not a big guys. Not a big surprise. No big guys to worry about. What do we have for staff week? Who are the new hires? So Braden Williamson's in Tampa. And apparently that's it. I guess some teams haven't filled their head coaching roles yet. Good to know. All right, we are off to the re-sign phase, in which most players will be letting go of. We are already well aware of that. Let's see how much cap space we have, too, by the way. $91 million available. Let's fucking go. Mock Draft 3 is out. And it has us taking defensive end Phil Offord, 4th overall, Eric Rainey, 6th overall, and defensive end Calvin Flynn, 10th. I like the idea of Eric Rainey, that's for sure. Although it might mean that he fell off a little bit more. Again, we didn't take a look at that updated scouting. He is down to the 2nd prospect on top 10. Derek Hickman has moved up to number 1, and huge Richard is also there. All right, so players are ready to negotiate. 24 players getting ready to leave the team. Let's see what we have here. Quarterback, nobody's leaving. I believe. I mean, it says loading, but no one's there. Running back-wise, James Conner is willing to come back. I am not paying James Conner $3 million to play football for us. Cordero Patterson has no interest in coming back, so we're good there. Fullback, nothing to worry about. Wide receiver, Noah Brown was filler for the year. Zach Pascal as well, filler. Definitely not giving him $8 million. That's just not going to happen. Tight end-wise, Daniel Haskins was a filler player. Bernie Farrell was a filler player. I'm definitely not signing a 68 overall to that much money. Sorry. It's just not going to happen. At center, John Feliciano is gone and will not be coming back. Will Hernandez. We could overspend to keep Will Hernandez, and it wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. But at the same time, we could see who's out there for free agents. He's the only one that I'd really consider bringing back. But again, we'd have to overspend quite a bit. It'd be like a $6 million contract minimum. Right tackle, Dennis Daly. He was filler this year. Clifford can go. There was no breakout for him. Leonard Floyd was filler this year. Morgan Fox was filler this year. O2 Jordan Phillips are both going to go. Gardeck is also gone. We're going to let go of Marco Wilson. I mean, it's $3.74 million over 2 years. $3 million. I mean, he's just a bang average corner. Like, I'd rather build up somebody who could be better than just have a filler corner. Jamarcus McClellan. I don't want to overspend to keep you. I wouldn't mind building them up. Same for Greg Bullard. I wouldn't mind keeping these guys, but not for the price they're asking for. They could be available in the preseason to bring back. Flowers is gone. Rudy Ford's gone. There's basically nobody to bring back. Fairley doesn't want to come back. Bobby McCann's gone. Graham Gano was trash. We're good. Again, the only thing we could really look at doing is overspending to bring back Will Hernandez, but I'm willing to look at the free agent list. So we're good. We're going to have $90 million to play with here in free agency, which is splendid. The question is, who's out there and are they interested in signing with us? That's always the big question. As the combine results are out, we'll check those afterwards. So let's get a basic look here. Shout out to Payne for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you. Let's take a look. Who's out there in free agency? Are any of the top dogs interested? Hassan Reddick is. He's 30. Hassan Reddick. Interesting. Will we go that direction? I don't know.